There's something special about opening day, no matter what the sport is, but it's extra special when it's fishing's opening day. This is the first event of the BFL Arky Division for 2017. We're here on Lake Dardanelle, and anything can happen. Oh yes, opening days are special. This is the first event of the 2017 season. Anything can happen and anyone can rise to the top. Over 220 of the top anglers in Arkansas are on the water today at beautiful Lake Dardanelle, with some unseasonably warm weather. It's the opening day for the season. Anything can happen in 2017. It's the first event. What are you thinking about?
Well, this isn't exactly the first event for me. I actually just drove pretty much all night from Austin, Texas, fishing the tour yesterday. Had a pretty rough event, so I figured I'd come back to my home lake and see what happened, and maybe get that monkey off my back.
What do you think about Dardanelle today?
You know, typically I fish Dardanelle a lot. I used to live here. It should fish pretty good. I know guys are saying it's tough, but it's going to be a little bit of a blast from the past for me. I haven't fished this time of year in probably 2 or 3 years, but you know they typically live in the same places, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we've got some unseasonable weather here in mid-February for Dardanelle. How's that affecting what your plans are?
Oh, it's definitely got the fish moving shallower, faster. It's really got things heating up. I think the fish are going to turn on, and it's going to be one of those magical days, and things are going to really be special today. You never know.
Have you been able to gather the mood of the anglers here?
They're pretty quiet, you know. The guys actually that come up and talk to you, they're the ones that aren't catching much, but there's some guys out there that aren't saying anything. That's the guys you better watch out for this afternoon. The quiet guys are the ones that are going to sneak up here with that big bag today.
As the night sky begins to fade and the sun starts to light up the marina at Lake Dardanelle State Park, anglers begin their day as they always do, with a prayer and a national anthem. And then it's game time. One by one, the boats take off across Lake Dardanelle. Some go long and some stay close, such as one of the BFL favorites, Cody Burke. He's close for a reason.
Right now, I'm just trying to target this kind of just a channel swing up against the bank. I'm just trying to target some of these kind of staging places that these fish will go, because I honestly had a horrible practice yesterday.
We'll see more of Cody a little later in the show, but for now, his first spot is not producing. He's going to head upriver. Behind me is boat number 22. This is Dustin Roberts out of Dardanelle. He is the boater, and this is kind of a fun story. He has been a co-angler for the last 3 years in the BFL. This is his first tournament as a boater in the front of the boat. He's familiar with this area, and we're in an area called Shoal Bay, and the sun is just coming up over the ridge right here. Hopefully we'll heat up the rocks and heat up the fishing as well. Dustin has a lot of company. There's about 7 or 8 boats that have been all up and down this line here. A lot of bank fishermen as well. A great crappie area for local anglers also. We'll see how Justin does. Just as we approach, co-angler Travis Harley of Sherwood has a good keeper at the boat.
Ooh. That's a good one too. That's a good one. What the fish do is before they move up to spawn back in the bay, they'll stage up right here in these narrows where it's got some deep water, and they got a flat right up here they can pull up on and feed. I got one. I got one. It's a good one too. Yeah, that's a good one. Unless I got a fell hook. Here it comes. Yeah. How you hooked him in the stomach. He'll be close. He's fat. Yeah, there we go. That's number 1 to start the day.
We are also on a Cody pattern. We showed you Cody Burke a little while ago. Here's Cody Kemp from Donaldson. He is still looking for fish number 1, but as we head to the break, Kemp gives us a great statement on why we fish and the thrill of the challenge.
It's just it's a puzzle, you know, and you're really just trying to put this puzzle together. And it's one of the best feelings in the world when you finally, get that puzzle put together. It's amazing. This game is super humbling. but it's the most rewarding game there is that I've found.
Let's reintroduce you to the people who are making this television series possible. Superior Auto Group is thrilled to continue service to the Arkansas outdoorsmen and women. Throughout the series, the staff at Superior will share tips and advice on how to get the most out of your vehicle.
Here's a tip for all you anglers out there. You're always backing your boat into the water, into the lake. Your differentials submerged in the water. Need to service that from time to time. We don't want the oil and water mixing in your differential. One of the most important things we do here is we check it from all the seals and gaskets, make sure everything is good to go when you get ready to back your boat into the lake. We take care of that and everything else here at Superior Dodge. Doing your multi-point inspection, make sure everything is good from front to back. We recommend that about every 6,000 to 10,000 miles.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Guys, welcome to Bad Boy Country.
It's wide open, full throttle with a Bad Boy mower. Built stronger than they ever have to be and packing more power than you'll ever need. Bad Boy Mowers leads the pack with easy ride innovations that deliver a clean cut and smooth ride. So take us out for a spin and make your country Bad Boy Mower Country. 747 cc's, 60-inch cut, $49.99.
Built tough, power to spare, all for a better price. That's Bad Boy Country. Mow with an attitude.
Welcome back to FLW Arkansas. We are enjoying Lake Dardanelle, the first event of the 2017 season. Unseasonably warm weather has many guessing how shallow the fish are, and that level of uncertainty opens up this competition to anyone who can find the sweet spot. It's just a little after 11 o'clock and Jessieville's Matt Wood has found a hot spot. And when I say hot spot, temperature literally has something to do with it. We're at the discharge area from Arkansas Nuclear 1. The water temperature here is in the mid-60s, and that's a good 10 to 12 degrees warmer than the rest of the lake. And so Matt has found this spot off of this dock, has not moved from there all morning long. He's got a limit and then some, and has been culling for most of the day. He's sitting in good position right now. This is how Matt's day began. Not far from the launch site at all, Matt learned quickly that his area was special. Within an hour, Matt had a full live well and enjoyed the luxury of culling very early in the day. We're going to spend some time with Matt. You'll learn about his technique, appreciate his use of technology, and hear how a little luck made this day possible.
Sexy shad color. These fish are up here feeding on shad. I actually pulled in here yesterday to pre-fish, and I just happened to see 2 or 3 birds over here dive on this dock, and I pulled over here, threw a spinnerbait in there, caught one, and I thought if I could catch one on this rattle trap that I could do good, and tied this same rattle trap on, first cast, 3.5 pounder. And so I was actually signed up as a non-boater yesterday. I called Mark, I said, hey, I think I want to switch to be a boater. And I just hoped and prayed that these fish were still here. Got lucky with the number 7 boat number, so first one here and I haven't moved, you know. But the key on this bait is working it real fast and letting it fall back into them, and they'll hit it most of the time when you let it fall back to them. It's a Fishing 13. It's a smooth reel. I like it. It's paired on an Enigma Aaron Martin's rod, and the key on this thing is that the tip is so soft that whenever they hit this bait, they hit it so hard that it kind of gives back to them and doesn't rip it out of their mouth. And I think this rod is made for doing this right here. I put it on Thursday this week, Minn Kota Ultrex, and man, I've never used one before, but I'll tell you, if this doesn't sell somebody on it, it's safe. We have not moved, not touched the trolling motor, not to worry about it. And we have sat here all morning.
Well, another reason why the trolling motor is beneficial is while you're netting the fish and dealing with the fish, you'd be blowing off your spot and somebody else moves in.
Exactly. And I even catch myself when I was calling a minute ago, I was like, man, I gotta get back to that trolling motor. And I thought, well, I don't have to do anything because we're still sitting there. And that's what's, I mean, yeah, they're a little pricey, but today has been real handy.
Could pay for itself today.
We hope. I could be dead wrong, but I think it's important not to go up there because I'm afraid those fish are sitting there, and if I spook them, that's what I told him. If we get hung up, we'll just have to break it.
You'll notice that Matt is not only unwilling to disturb his target area, he's also switching hooks on his prized crankbait.
Extra wide gap. I don't know that it's a proven fact they work better, but in my experience, a crankbait or a rattle trap, you got to have them on there. It seems like the round hooks, they just pull off a little bit more. And if I can catch one more fish because I switched hooks, it's worth it to me. Yeah. There he is. Biggin, biggin. Get the net. Biggin. Don't do it. I don't know. I'm gonna come over here. Bring him over here in front of the camera. Biggin. Come on, baby. There he is. And that's why I've been throwing up there over and over. Nice to be pulling that.
Let's talk about your brakes. Don't want to get any kind of trouble going up and down these steep hills because you're pulling a lot of weight. Here's a good tip on your brakes. If you're going down these steep hills, you don't want to pump your brakes. You don't want to ride your brakes. You can use your transmission, gear it down just a little bit and help you get down these steep hills. Here's some warning signs, some of the things you might look for. Your steering wheel shaking side to side as you're braking. You hear a lot of chirping, quick, 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 quick. Any kind of noises from your brakes. Might want to have those things inspected. Also, don't forget, your battery is one of the most important things in your truck. Extreme cold, extreme heat, some of the worst things for your battery. Don't wait till it's too late. You need to have that thing checked out before you hear click, click, click. We take care of that and everything else here at Superior Dodge. Doing your multi-point inspection, make sure everything's good from front to back. We recommend that about every 6,000 to 10,000 miles.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
There are easier ways to become a better angler. Join FLW today and take your fishing to the next level. Get the magazine, get on the water. Visit flwfishing.com/membership to find out more.
This is FLW Arkansas, the best anglers in Arkansas on some of the best waters in Arkansas. We are on Lake Dardanelle, and the weather is causing some anglers to struggle. Higher than normal temperatures, more typical to March or April, are here in February. But one angler is figuring it out. This is Jessieville's Matt Wood. He's got his limit early and is culling. There are 2 competitions in each BFL event. All the boaters, the ones in the front of the boat, are competing against each other. The co-anglers, those in the back of the boat, pay less of an entry fee, and they compete against the other co-anglers. Meet Little Rock's Steven Sims. He's a probation officer during the week and an avid angler on the weekends.
Well, I fished my whole life, but I didn't competitive fish, and a buddy of mine suggested it to me. And I kind of wrote it off for a while, like, nah, that's not really something I want to do. But, you know, you fish that first tournament, set the hook one time, and then you're addicted from there.
Bring it up. Got it, baby.
Really didn't feel it bite. Line just got real heavy, and luckily Tabby was right there with that net. I might have lost that one.
The boater in the front of the boat should be familiar to fans of FLW Arkansas. Tabby Lancaster won the final regular season event last year on this very lake as a co-angler. Now she's fishing as a boater and a pioneer of sorts as a female in this sport.
A lot of women have a, you know, it's a male sport. It's not a male sport. Even though a lot of males do it, it's not hard. It's an easy sport, but women can do this, and I'm proof.
The co-anglers are starting to make a run. This is Malvern's Kevin Clark. He is one of only 3 co-anglers today who will go to the weigh-in with a 5-fish limit, and he got his early.
I've got a limit so far. You can see they're average 2, 2.5. This one may be going close to 3. I've got 2 more in the live well. My goal is today is to, of course, catch a couple of kickers and go in and try to win this thing today. So I've got about 10.5 pounds right now, and if it all goes right, we still have almost 2 hours before check-in. It feels really good for a co-angler to have a limit by 1 o'clock. That you know, co-anglers are kind of in a handicap sometimes that they have to adjust to whatever fishing conditions there is, of course, and adjust with your boater. And Jimmy's been excellent today, super, and I really appreciate what he's done today.
The afternoon is in full force now, and weigh-in time is on everyone's mind. Here is Texarkana's Taylor Johnson in the front of the boat, and Greg Whitaker from Pecan Gap, Texas as the co-angler.
This is what I've got. 4 more to go. About 3 hours to do it, so that's what the goal is.
Got 2. I need them all to at least be like that. Even bigger to be better. The pattern I got on was anywhere from 8 to 12 feet of water, mostly rock banks, throwing red crankbaits. I got about 3 different red crankbaits and 1 shad colored one that I've been rotating around until I finally catch one. But it's been mainly this one crankbait has done better than all the rest of them. I think it's because it's silent compared to having the rattles.
We appreciate our friends at Superior Dodge for making this show possible. They help keep us on the road, traveling to our favorite fishing destinations all over Arkansas. FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Guys, welcome to Bad Boy Country.
It's wide open, full throttle with a Bad Boy mower. Built stronger than they ever have to be and packing more power than you'll ever need. Bad Boy Mowers leads the pack with easy ride innovations that deliver a clean cut and smooth ride. So take us out for a spin and make your country Bad Boy Mower Country. 747 cc's, 60-inch cut, $49.99.
Built tough, power to spare, all for a better price. That's Bad Boy Country. Mow with an attitude.
Our friends at Superior Auto Group have long supported all of us who love the outdoors. And all season, they'll be sharing tips and techniques on how to get the most out of your vehicle. Here's Superior Dodge Parts Manager, Paul Cato.
Hey, I'm Paul. Here at Superior Dodge Chrysler Jeep, we pride ourselves on being a one-stop shop. When you buy a truck like this 1500 Ram, you want to personalize it, make it your own. Well, we can do that here. So let's take a look at this 1500 and see what we've done to it so far. Well, let's talk about what we've done to the tires. These are BF Goodrich all-terrain, which we've upgraded this truck with. We've also upgraded the truck with a leveling kit to kind of get that front end off the ground, get you a nice level posture with the truck. We've also got the powder-coated wheels on here as well. These are the Mopar steps that we've installed on this, and they're a 5-inch oval. If you go with a blackout series, or you want to go to a chrome look, we've got both of those in stock that we can install on your truck. This particular truck came from the factory with leather, but if you want leather, we can do that as well. If you've got that cloth interior and you'd love to have a little bit of an upgrade, we're a cat skin dealer. We can install that for you as well. Okay, here's a neat feature on this Ram truck. It has Ram boxes on each side of the bed, which gives you a lot of extra storage if needed. You can also lock anything that you put in here, which is a great feature. With this particular Ram box, we've installed a holster system, which you can actually hold fishing gear if you like, your fishing rods and reels. You can also put rifles. In the bottom of the Ram box, you've actually got holes or drains where you can actually use this Ram box as a cooler. Here's a neat feature. Ram dealers have become exclusive distributors for Grizzly coolers. These are high-performance coolers that can keep ice cold better than anything on the market. Now, if you want to go more extreme, we've started with this 2016 Ram 2500 diesel, and we've started off with an 8-inch full throttle lift. We've also added a 20x12 wheels by fuel, 36-inch tires, Mickey Thompson Baja tires. We've also added these pocket flares that have been coated to match the bumper, the grill, and the bull bar as well. As you can see, it's a one-stop shop. We can do it all right here at Superior Dodge.
This is FLW Arkansas. We are in the final moments of this first event of the season on Lake Dardanelle. Our weather is unusually warm and sunny, which is great for the camera crew, but not so great for the anglers. We have a lot of hit and miss. Carl Jowers of SEARCY shows off his only fish of the day, 2 pounds and 12 ounces. Here's Russellville's Zach Freeman. He won an event on Dardanelle last season. He's on them again. Upriver, he found a slew of keepers and then came downriver to cull and add weight. Zach was able to slowly add to his total with each individual cull. Knowing the day was tough on the field means each ounce is precious. Zach knows tournament fishing quite well because he's on the water every weekend from February through September. And how do you balance that with the family?
Well, my wife fishes, my wife and I both fish the Arkansas couples deal, so we fish a lot together. And JC likes it, so he goes and practices with me all the time.
That's good. That's how you make it happen.
I guess having a wife that enjoys it helps out a lot.
Yeah. Remember Dustin Roberts from the first segment of this show? You saw his first catch of the day not too long after launch. Well, he has only managed one more keeper, and we are less than an hour away from weigh-in. But his co-angler Travis Harley is looking for his first fish. He lost one at the boat early this morning, and this too was short. We will end our on-the-water coverage with the same team that we began it with, Dustin Roberts and Travis Harley. Their day has been consistent. It's been a struggle, and that's been the case for many of the teams that we have followed. But somebody always catches them. We'll find out who did at the weigh-in stage. There's always excitement around the dock at the weigh-in at a BFL event. This is when the anglers bring in the results of all of their work. It's report card time with a little bit of apprehension because all bass tournaments grade on the curve. If everyone does well, you'll need to be that much better. Big fish capture the eyes. Big stringers will capture a spot on the top of the leaderboard.
I'll give him 6 pounds, 11 ounces, big bass, and first place on the co-angler side. Johnny, great job, man.
The anglers bag their fish at the boat and then head to the tanks to await their time on stage. Those tanks keep the fish alive and well and give the anglers one last chance to size up the competition.
I did upgrade when he was out there filming us. Finally got the last one just about 10 minutes to go, so it was pretty cool. You brought me some luck today.
Each angler approaches the bump board where they are given a final measurement and then bagged for the stage. Here's our co-angler with that early limit, Kevin Clark. He ended up just over 10.5 pounds, and that was good for 4th place. The co-angler winner was Johnny Kreider of Fulton. His 16 pounds 10 ounces included the big bass of the day at 6.11. All told, it was worth $2,300. Matt Wood was on fire on the water and on the weigh-in stage. He took an early lead with a total weight of 21 pounds 2 ounces. We got Jessieville's Matt Wood with us. Matt, you had a great day. Right now, tournament leader with just over 21 pounds. In fact, 2nd place is 8 pounds behind. So things are looking good, but things were looking real good on your last day of practice when you realized, hey, I might be on something here. Kind of walk us through what happened. You were entered as a non-boater. You were going to fish in the back of the boat. Something changed your mind.
Yeah, I was going to fish as a co-angler. I was idling in there towards it was in the nuclear plant there. And I seen some birds dive on a dock over there. I thought, well, I'll just go over there and just give it a shot. So I just idled over there and threw a spinnerbait in there, caught a 2-pounder. So I was like, okay. Tied on a rattle trap, and same thing, threw in there 3.5. And so right then, I started thinking, man, the fish are here, but this lake's notorious for, you know, they'll be here today and not tomorrow. So I called Mark and I said, hey man, I'm signed up as a co-angler, but can I change to boater? Because I think I've got, he said, do you think you're on them that good? I said, man, I don't know, but the fish I've caught here, I know that there's some quality. So he's like, yeah, call the office.
You think this weight's gonna hold up?
Man, it's Dardanelle. It's known for 25-pound sacks. You know, I've been watching the get5.com, you know, those tournaments are all up here, and it takes around 20 to 21 for the past few weeks. So I think I'm going to make them work for it.
Good deal. He's at 21 plus right now, the tournament leader. He was nervous yesterday, wondering if he had made the right decision to switch over to the boater side. We know he made the right decision. You might pay off that Minn Kota in one tournament, which would be great.
Yeah, first one is fish.
That's good. That's a great start.
Everybody says it's a game changer, and I promise you, if you don't have one, a lot of people, I talked to a guy this morning saying he wants one to let him know how it works. I said, I used it yesterday, I loved it. So I had to spend my money wisely on that.
Okay, well, we'll see how the nerves hold up for the rest of the way, and we've got a little over an hour to go, so we'll see how he's doing. But right now, 1st place. Congratulations. Well done. Matt's weight held, and he opens the season with a hard-earned victory and just over $4,000 in prize money. We want to thank our sponsor, Superior Auto Group, for bringing this series to you. Show your thanks by paying them a visit. This episode is brought to you by your friends at Superior Dodge. Take the Dave Ward exit in Conway and travel Arkansas in style. Congratulations to our winners. We are doing something new this year. Next week, we feature the FLW Arkansas Analysis Show. We'll feature interviews with the successful anglers from Dardanelle. We'll tell you what worked and what didn't. Our champion from this week will share his 3 secret weapons for victory, and you'll hear more of the best of this event. You'll learn how to better enjoy Dardanelle yourself. The analysis episode is brought to you by another Arkansas institution, Bad Boy Mowers. That's all next week on FLW Arkansas.